My child, my beloved, your name was brought forward in heaven this morning. And Archangel Michael has not left your side since that very moment. Something took place in the spiritual realm. Something serious enough that heaven sent an urgent message. And I am here now to deliver it exactly as it was given to me. My beloved, your name was called out today during an angelic council. Someone talked about a danger that was linked to your home that you were never supposed to find out on your own. The voice of your guardian angel got quiet when it was brought up, and they said, "Tell everyone before today." The child will walk right into a trap if this isn't done. Do not forget this, my child. Right now, Archangel Michael is standing at your front door with his sword drawn, because someone wants to help you hurt. This person used to be someone you trusted, and they know a lot more about your habits than you think. They have thought about doing something that they should never do. This is what heaven is telling you to keep you safe before it's too late. Before I go on, please pay close attention, my beloved. Heaven says this message was meant for you to find. If you had kept scrolling, your protection for this month would have been incomplete. But since you opened this, Archangel Michael confirms that your shield is being fixed right now. If you want the voice of heaven to stay with you, to start living your life in line with God's prophecies, and to make sure you get all the important messages heaven sends, click the subscribe button. Say this quietly to yourself: I accept my divine protection, my child. Right away. If you don't get the next message, you might not see the sign when it's most important. Get ready, my beloved, because what I'm about to say is exactly what Archangel Michael said. The intruder's name will be given out, but the child must first calm down. He told them this because their heart shows more truth than their smile ever does. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. When you leave, when you come back, and when the lights go out in your house have all been watched. It may seem like these are small things, but someone has seen them all. Heaven has heard things that you were never meant to hear, my child. Someone you know said your name out of spite, thinking they'll never know it was me. But God and Archangel Michael knew. This message is getting to you now so that your destiny doesn't get messed up. My beloved, don't be scared. You are not by yourself. Archangel Michael did a spiritual check of your home, and then immediately put up a shield of light around it. Heaven won't tell you the full name just yet. Your spirit needs to be ready. The time is very important. It was stressed by the voice of Archangel Michael today. There was something planned to happen before that. Something that would have caught you by surprise. Pay attention, my child. Someone who was either directly or indirectly connected to you came into your home with good intentions at first. Their heart changed over time because they were angry, scared, or desperate. They were sure that no one would ever figure out their plan, but God saw everything. My beloved, this message is the only thing that can keep you safe. As you read this, the bad guy was after you today. The truth is that this message was spiritually blocked twice before it got to you. Angels started moving around your house in new ways as soon as you clicked on this. Even if you don't know it yet, my child, this is not meant to scare you from heaven. The supernatural has changed this month, which is why the truth is coming out now. Before the door to plenty opened, your enemy wanted to take from you. The Archangel Michael has said that person who is planning this is more like a stranger than a real friend, my beloved. They made this choice because they thought they could claim something that wasn't really theirs, no longer annoyed. They think you have something valuable that is worth putting everything on the line for. They forgot to remember this. God watches over his people. Before this message ends, the child's spirit will hear the name, says Archangel Michael. They'll feel like you've known something was wrong for a long time, but couldn't put your finger on it. It's time for your spirit to wake up, my beloved. It's there. The soft trembling, the whisper, and the sense that something important is happening. For this reason, you were picked by God to be safe long before danger came knocking. You are reading this for a reason. Heaven planned this very moment for you. Your spirit feels it, doesn't it, my beloved? You feel a light pressure in your chest and know that this message is different. Heaven spoke your name and said, "Don't leave anything out." Right before I started writing, Archangel Michael insisted that everything be told. God never shows danger unless he is already planning a way to save us. He never shows you darkness until the light is ready to cover you. A golden shield of light is rising over your home as you read this. But pay close attention, this was not a coincidence. It's been days or even weeks since someone has thought about you. What started out as a mild interest turned into a strong desire. The urge turned into a temptation and the urge turned into a plan. My child, this is more than just body language. Heaven saw the ghost of someone who had lived there before. When they looked down at your house, they touched something that belonged to you. An angel stood behind them at that very moment and told them, "Do not do this." However, they were already changing in the heart. My beloved, take a deep breath now. Putting your hand on your chest will let you feel your heartbeat. That is not the feeling of fear, it is waking up. Right now, my beloved, being aware is turning into protection. I want you to seal this awakening. If you can feel your spirit responding right now in the comments, type Amen to say that you choose divine awareness over danger that you can't see. This isn't just words agreeing with each other. It's also the protection of heaven moving around you. Your spirit is getting ready to hear what the sky has been trying to say to you. This person knows more about where you go than you think. They can tell when the house is quiet, when the lights are on, and when you're sleeping. Heaven is giving you time to get ready for today. Please, my beloved, understand this. Every time there is a breakthrough, the enemy strikes first. This month brings you a lot of good luck. So much so that someone close to you noticed a change in your energy. They weren't happy for you. Instead, they were jealous, which made them come up with this plan. My child, this is the miracle. The plan didn't work out because heaven stepped in. Don't just think of this as a physical problem, my child. When heaven looked at your house from above, they saw the shadow of someone who had been there before. they touched something that belonged to you. An angel stood behind them at that very moment and told them, "Do not do this," but their hearts were already changing. My beloved, I need you to take a deep breath right now. Put your hand on your heart and feel it beat. That's not fear building up in you. That is awakening your awareness. Your spirit is starting to pick up on what heaven has been saying for a long time. This person knows more about what you do every day than you think. They can tell when your lights are on, when you sleep, and when the house is quiet. You have time to get ready before today, which is a gift from heaven. My beloved, you need to know something very important. The enemy always comes out with an attack right before a breakthrough. This month is very good for you. In fact, someone close to you noticed that your energy had changed. They knew that something good was going to happen to you. Instead of being happy for you, they became jealous, which led them to make this bad plan. My child, this is the miracle. As soon as they felt jealous, heaven put a mirror around your spirit and showed them what they were thinking. They were both uneasy and restless after seeing that reflection. That's why the attack came from the spirit world and went to your house. Archangel Michael says that if the child hears these words, no harm will come into your home. The enemy will try to act today, though. If the warning isn't taken seriously, that's why the message was sent so quickly. That's why heaven stepped in twice. The reason your guardian angels led you here is because of this. My child, please listen to this holy truth. Protection only works if people are aware and follow the rules. You are now becoming more aware. Being obedient means not ignoring what your spirit is telling you. Have you recently noticed a sudden loss of peace or tension when going into certain rooms? Hearing strange noises when no one should be awake. A shadow that you can't see because it moves too fast. These are not just random events. They are spiritual signs that you need to pay attention to. The person who planned this could be seen by Archangel Michael. He saw anger in their hands and greed in their eyes. They looked at your house like it was a prize. He heard them whisper your name, but heaven turned down their idea right away. You already know the name, my beloved, even though it hasn't been fully revealed yet. Watch how you react to this. Archangel Michael says that you will have a memory, a sudden thought, or a face come to mind. That's not making up stories. There it is. Revelation, my child, don't be scared. The bad guy's plan is already falling apart. As soon as you started reading, the spiritual shield around your house got stronger. Heaven says that if you keep going, nothing bad will happen to your doors, walls, or destiny. Before I go any further, heaven needs a small help getting things in order. Say slowly, I'm protected by God. Archangel Michael, watch over my door. When you say it once, the energy in your home changes. Type Amen to seal this protection and stand with other people under this watchful eye of God. This is proof that the guardian angel of heaven is at your door. Also, my beloved, please subscribe now if you haven't already. This act of faith lets heaven keep talking to you directly. If you don't pay attention to this, you might miss the last piece of your protection, which is not what heaven wants for you. Now pay close attention. The person who planned this is not some random person you might meet on the street. They must know where you live and have seen something in your home that they want for themselves. They think that if it goes away, no one will notice. They are being shown by heaven because your destiny is too important for greed to get in the way of it. Someone is not trying to hurt you, my child. You're just being watched. Angels, heaven, and the one who planned your life before you were born are all watching. In the next few days, nothing that is being built for you will fall apart. Get your spirit ready, my beloved. More is about to come out. Broken locks and open windows don't let all danger in. Some threats come from knowing someone well, trusting them, or seeing a smile that hides their true intentions. They have stood at your door before, says Archangel Michael. Angels watch over the place where they walked. They felt safe with you. So instead of running away, their interest grew. That interest is what set heaven off. You might be curious about why this happened. Heaven replied before the question even came up. Because you were chosen. And people who are chosen bring blessings that you can feel before they even get there. My child, people can tell when something great is about to happen to you. They can feel the change, the growth, and the blessing coming together. People who are jealous feel it the most. This person knew you were happy before you did. The spiritual high level around you was felt by them. They saw that your aura had changed. They thought you were an easy target because they saw something in your home, no matter how small or big it was. They didn't know that your name is in the book of protection in heaven. My child, as soon as the guardian angels noticed the change, this person stood outside your home, either in your mind or in real life, thinking about how to get in. Right away, there was a shockwave in the spiritual world. Archangel Michael was called upon by your guardian angel. He came down like a blue flame, hit the ground outside your house and said, "Not this one. Not now. Never again." Still, that person's thoughts did not end. Their anger came from envy. What they can do is not what is dangerous. It's in what they want to do. God knows what people want to do before they do it. Have you seen a change in how someone acts lately? Someone who used to talk a lot is now quiet. Someone far away becomes suddenly too alert. Someone who felt safe before now feels uneasy. These are not pics. These are signs. Your spirit sees things that your eyes haven't seen yet. My beloved, Archangel Michael says that the name of the person has an unstable vibration. Their life feels like it's getting out of hand lately. They were having a hard time and were feeling overwhelmed. Instead of turning to God, they looked at you. Before you can fully understand the name, heaven has to calm your heart. Angels are keeping a close eye on your home right now. Divine light is illuminating every square inch of your area. As you read, a shield is forming around your doors. You might even feel cool, warm, or light pressure nearby. My child, don't be scared. There is a change in the air around your house because your guardian angel is there. My beloved, there's more. Heaven has been noticing the energy of this person. Their thoughts are all over the place. Their feelings have been all over the place. Someone close to them may have had a bad effect on them. They might not have been the only ones with the idea. It might have been put there. The name will come slowly at first, says Archangel Michael. It could come up as a memory, a face you didn't fully trust, or an idea that comes to you quickly as you read on. When it does happen, your spirit will know right away. Please allow me to share another part of the vision with you, my beloved. This person came into your house once without any problems. But something changed inside them when they left. They saw something good about you. A blessing, a chance, or an energy of plenty. It wasn't the object itself that was the problem, it was the mess around you. My child, this month is very good for you. Some people who aren't spiritual can still feel your glow because it's so strong. All eyes were drawn to that glow of envy. The plan came from that glow. That glow is also the reason why heaven stepped in before today. Know this, my beloved, the enemy doesn't attack ships that aren't full. He goes after people who are about to overflow. And you're getting close to being full. Archangel Michael is getting you ready right now. The next bit of information helps us figure out who this person is. The name is almost ready to come out. Take a deep breath. Put your heart in the middle. The reveal is coming up soon. Archangel. Before I tell you who it is, Michael wants me to get you ready for the spiritual truth behind the situation. What seems like a simple threat is actually a sign that a bigger breakthrough is on the way. When light gets bigger, darkness changes. Your light is getting brighter very quickly right now. That's why the enemy grew brave. That's why someone thought about going over a line that God doesn't like. That's why Archangel Michael spoke up and said, "Warn the child now." Heaven never talks for no reason. This time it's because security is already in place. Pay close attention, my beloved. The person in question doesn't want to hurt you. They want to take something that is yours. They are acting out of greed, envy, and desperation. They think you won't notice what's broken, but heaven saw everything. Is there something strange going on in your house right now? A noise you couldn't explain? A change in the weather? Something not right? These signs came from the spirit world before this message. My beloved Archangel Michael saw this person imagine going into your room. He could see their thoughts coming together like a dark cloud. A voice in his head said, "You deserve this more than they do." Talks like these about a chosen child change the spiritual atmosphere in heaven. That's why you've been afraid. God was getting you ready. This person seems like a friend, not a stranger. Someone who knows what you do every day. Someone who saw something valuable and thought they could steal it without being caught. They forgot about the watch of God. My beloved, heaven told me the time. The threat was only valid until today. Something big is supposed to happen to you before that moment. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Something that makes your spiritual and financial vibrations so high that the enemy tried to get in the way. They think they can change what happens, but God decides what happens. You felt safe in your spirit as soon as you opened this message. Warnings are often ignored. You didn't. There is perfect timing in heaven. If God puts someone on your heart right now, my child, tell them this message. When you share this prophetic word, it releases the same protection and breakthrough into your network as it does on you. Heaven often uses one good deed to protect many others. Now take a close look. There is a golden shield rising over your doorway. Your windows are letting light in. In the corners of your rooms, flames are slowly rising. This isn't making things up. This is building up your spirit. This is what happens when a chosen child listens to what God is saying. My child, the name won't come out loud. It will happen as a whisper, a memory, or all of a sudden. Archangel Michael tells you that you have felt this person before, but ignored it. Give it some thought. Who has changed lately? Who tried to avoid your eyes? Who saw your house in a different way? Your spirit already knows. People who recognize you will feel calm, not scared. This is where you need to use your discernment. My child, if you're not scared, but rather clear, write this in the comments. I choose divine discernment, not later or tomorrow, but right now. When you say it out loud, you're telling heaven to improve your spiritual sight and make the protection around you stronger. The name will prove what your soul already knows. This person is having a hard time. They feel like life has trapped them. They feel like they're behind. They stopped having faith and were more interested in your blessings. It is impossible to steal blessings. Do not dislike them. Don't be afraid of them. Do not judge them. Just being aware breaks down their plan. Heaven isn't telling you this to scare you. It's to make you stronger. Archangel Michael tells you to take a break and let your faith settle down. The next part shows how close this person really is. My beloved Archangel, it looks like Michael is getting closer. That darkness that has been trying to follow you for days is being pushed back by the light that is around him. He has his wings spread out wide, and he is strong and present. People only take this stance when there is a real threat. Heaven doesn't worry about danger. It gets past it because you come from God. Everything that was meant to hurt you has already started to fall apart. The person who thought about coming into your home has been living in instability lately, says Archangel Michael. They are having trouble with money. Their mind is full of things. Their feelings are all over the place, angry and frustrated. They had a dark thought come to them when they were weak. Take what they have. They won't notice. You need it more. That thought wasn't from God. It came from a need to survive. Pay close attention, my child. It's not a stranger hiding in the dark. This person has been close to your house before or has seen it for a long time and knows what's inside. They made a mistake when they forgot that angels watch over the homes of God's chosen people. Let me tell you what I saw in heaven. Someone stayed for longer than they should have next to your door or front door. Their eyes were fixed on something inside, something small, but important that they thought you would not miss. At that moment, temptation set in. My child, have you seen someone staying close to your house or looking around more than usual when they come to visit? Someone who looked calm, but was actually just watching. Heaven kept track of every second. Every intention was written down. The name of this person has come to your mind before, not as a threat, but as a question, says Archangel Michael. If you even briefly felt like something wasn't right, you brushed it off out of kindness or trust. Heaven never doesn't care about what your spirit knows. I saw a shadow outside of your house. It wasn't scary or violent, but it was unclear, torn, and struggling with what was right and wrong. Then Archangel Michael slashed his sword into the ground and said, "Enough with this. Heaven told me this before, my beloved." Today, because they were getting more excited about their plan. Thought turned toward goal. Intention moved toward doing something. Heaven stopped it before it could happen. My child, keep reading. You will understand better. You'll be able to see faces better. You'll feel a pull in your heart. This isn't fear, it's called discernment. Your spirit keeps track of what your mind forgot. There was another scene. This person is broken, not bad. They feel ignored, unloved, and alone. Loss has been a part of their lives. Their hearts were weak from envy. But being broken never gives you permission to go after someone you've chosen. Do not dislike them. Do not swear at them. Don't be afraid of them. Just being aware breaks down their plan. All power is lost when the truth is known, says Archangel Michael. Heaven is now giving you hints. It's not very long since you were born. When you were alone, you thought about their face. Their energy changed not long ago. They might have touched something in your house, looked at it closely, or stayed close to it for a while. You start to hear their name softly in your mind. These are marks from the spirit world. There is no need to be scared if your heart beats faster or a name makes you feel heavy in the chest. You are being led by Archangel Michael. Your spirit is getting in sync. Archangel Michael tells you that your intuition is getting stronger. You can feel vibrations that you couldn't feel before. Heaven can help you see things more clearly now that your spirit is awake. The person who planned this looks like someone I know. Not a stranger, but someone who thinks they know what you do. They saw something about you that made them think they had confidence when they didn't really have it. Heaven showed me that this person looked around your space longer than necessary when you were not paying attention. The interest turned into judgment. Angels saw the change right away. They wrote down the plan and started to watch over you. This person doesn't think like a criminal. They think like someone who thinks life owes them something, or who sees how much better off you are than them. Heaven will always protect those who are chosen. And you, my beloved, have been picked. My beloved Archangel Michael told us something else. This person's energy has been near your home at odd times. Not always in the real world, but in their minds. They think about your name all the time. Their thoughts have come up against yours. They really want to touch something that is yours without being seen. That's why Archangel Michael moved very quickly. Thoughts turn into plans over time. Intentions lead to doing things. What you do has effects. Heaven steps in to stop danger before it happens. Do you feel the need to double-check your doors, locks, or windows lately? If so, my child, you may not know why. That sound was your spirit responding to the spiritual watch that was keeping an eye on your house. Your gut has been quietly leading you. Archangel Michael now shows me a different scene. Someone has asked you about or made a comment about something you own. Nothing always had to be a physical thing. It could have been a key, a drawer, a bag, a cabinet, or something valuable. They saw where you store your things. They found out what you care about. When they were weak, they thought they could take something without God knowing. But God saw everything. My child, the name of the person is real, not made up. Its sound has a vibration that is restless and unstable. People with this name often have trouble keeping things in order and controlling their emotions. The name will come to you in your spirit before it forms fully in your mind, says Archangel Michael. You'll feel it before you even realize what it is. My beloved, let me give you more spiritual fingerprints. This person's energy changes all the time, sometimes friendly, sometimes far away. 1 minute they're talking, the next they're quiet. They may have made you feel lost. They cause that confusion because they don't always mean what they say. Another sign is if they've recently asked you strange questions or shown up nearby for no reason. They may have paid more attention to what you did than before. There are hints in their silence too. The reason is easy, says Archangel Michael. They want something they think you won't miss. Something small enough for them to steal that was also important enough to satisfy their hunger. It could be cash, jewelry, a gadget, something personal or symbolic or something they saw and wanted. Over time, this desire grew. My child, heaven wants you to understand this very well. Your life is not in danger. Your health is not in danger. The goal was to take away your peace and your things. This plan will not work at all because God loves you. Right here is where the safety seal is. Type Amen in the comments to show that you agree with God's help if your heart is steady instead of shaky. There will be peace, clarity, and divine boundaries over your home and your future after you say this. Now, my beloved, pay close attention. Archangel Michael says that the name starts to echo in your mind as you read these words. Pay close attention to your heartbeat, your breathing, and your gut feelings. If you see a name, don't brush it off. No matter how faint it is, you're not making this up. This is an awakening. The next part will make things clear. It will help you see the truth that heaven has been putting in front of you the whole time, and recognize the connection. It feels like Archangel Michael is wrapping his protective arms around you now. Heaven is making the picture clear by removing the layers of confusion one by one until there is only clarity left. You might feel it already, a name that shows up briefly, a face flaring up, a sense of being known. Archangel Michael says this is awareness on a spiritual level, not imagination. My child, let's go further. Heaven is now showing how this person really feels. Not their name yet, but what they're like. That's all your spirit needs to know. Their energy is full of anger, jealousy, and a sense of being entitled. They are unhappy with their own lives and jealous of your progress. They also feel like they are owed something that is not theirs. They didn't mean to hurt anyone. They are not mean. They were hurt. And because they were weak, they saw your house as a chance God never gave them. Archangel Michael told us more. Their behavior toward you has changed lately. Their tone changed. They started to answer in ways that were either too short or too careful. Either they got too close or too far away. Your spirit could feel these changes even though your mind couldn't figure out what they meant. There's another picture. This person touched something you own and kept it for longer than needed. At that moment, I thought, I could handle this. They won't notice. Heaven knew what you were thinking. Your protection started right away. That's why you felt tense at times. That tension wasn't anxiety, it was readiness. Archangel Michael says it's also clear from the way they act. They look around your area when they think you're not looking. The way they feel is rushed and tense. Not long ago, their voice changed. It's now sometimes too soft and sometimes too sharp. They might know things about your house that they shouldn't. This is already known to your spirit. There's more, my child. People around this person have put pressure on them in terms of money, emotions, and what they should do. They think time is running out. They didn't trust God. Instead, they looked for ways to save time. Their attention moved to the good things you did. Archangel Michael says, you will be able to hear the name when your heart is calm and not racing. You'll know the truth before you think it. Pay attention to how your body reacts to certain lines. That answer is the start of revelation. Here's another sign, my beloved. Over the last few weeks, this person's energy has been coming closer to your home more often than before. Sometimes in the real world and sometimes just in their thoughts. Not in a scary way, but in an interested, antsy way, like they were looking for a chance to talk. They have less of a sense of what is right and wrong. Heaven has been stopping them from going too far. Even though their conscience is getting tired. Pay close attention, child, because this is one of the clearest explanations heaven has given so far. The first sound of this person's name is important. It's firm, sharp, and easy to see. The name means something. At least once in your life, this name has made you think twice. A name that you didn't really believe. Even though you never said anything about it, your spirit just said something. My beloved, that quiet reaction is the truth rising. Even if your mind tried to push it away, little one, we are getting closer. We are moving from warning to understanding. The identity is no longer far away. It's close enough that your spirit can definitely tell what it is. Open your spiritual eyes and tell yourself, I am ready for the truth. This will help you see things clearly and without fear. This statement tells heaven that you are ready to see what was hidden. What Archangel Michael used to say has changed, my beloved. He is no longer just warning, he is also telling. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go. This mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, give and heaven will open over you, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. His wings are only partly open, and his sword is resting on the ground. He is focused on the truth rising inside you. Heaven now separates fantasy from reality, chaos from order, and fear from understanding. You can feel it. You feel heavy in the chest. You have a stronger gut feeling. The same name keeps coming up even though you're not sure about it. Archangel Michael says, the child is very close now. Recognition is taking shape. You don't have a strong spiritual connection with this person. This is important. They were not put in your life by God. It's not fate that brought them here. They're just nearby, familiar, or happen to be there. They are in the world around you, not in the future. That's why the bad guys use them. People whose foundations aren't stable are easily swayed. Their thoughts are like doors that can be opened. Their feelings are like rough seas. It's easy to change their wants. When they were weak, they gave into temptation. Archangel Michael showed them what they were really like. From the outside, they look calm. They are upset on the inside. They quietly judge themselves against other people. They try to hide their jealousy when it hits them. They might seem helpful, but they may be competing with each other. They act normally even though they are feeling unsafe. They think that your life is easier than theirs. Your spirit is used to these traits. Heaven showed them when their worst thoughts got stronger. They've recently lost someone, been turned down, been disappointed, or failed. Instead of turning to God, they looked for ways to get things quickly. When they saw something in your house at that time, temptation linked itself to their fear. I saw you take a short break by going into another room or out of sight. They looked around during that time. Their position changed, their heartbeat faster. That's when the seed was put down. Here's the real truth, my child. They don't feel seen. They don't feel important. They feel like life has taken too much from them. That anger was turned back on you. Heaven says you don't owe them anything. Your good fortune was earned and kept safe. Archangel Michael showed me how their name sounds very lively. Not letters or spelling, but sound waves. It's a common name that you hear a lot. It doesn't stand out too much, but it stays with you. When whispered, it makes you feel a little uneasy, familiar but far away. Known but not sure. My beloved, here's another sign. They don't come close to your house every day, but they've been close enough to see, hear, and notice small things. Archangel Michael says they thought about coming in while you were busy or not there. That's why heaven talked before today. The time was getting close. The best proof is that when the true name crosses your spirit, your body responds first. You hold your breath, your heart rate changes, your awareness gets better. There is no fear in this. We are now one step closer. The link will be made clear enough for your spirit to be sure in the next part. As you go on, my beloved, seal your protection and know that your awareness has already won the battle. Before we go into the last truth, my beloved, please hear this clearly and with peace. You didn't just happen to be here. You didn't just get this message by chance. Heaven brought you here on purpose. Archangel Michael has been watching over you the whole time, making sure that nothing that was meant to scare or confuse you got through. As shown by Archangel Michael, the person involved in this situation is not connected to your fate but to your daily life because they are close, familiar, or now understanding is the only thing left, not fear. Share space with you. They are people who know your beats, your quiet times, and the ways your day goes. They thought it was okay to do these things because they knew about them. It didn't. They were never allowed to get to heaven. As soon as you became aware, their plans started to fall apart completely. Please pay close attention, my child. There is no way to get to the final clarity through force. It comes slowly. There's no need for heaven to say the name out loud. Your spirit already knows it. Each time you read certain lines again, the same person or thing shows up. The same face, the same way I feel. This isn't fear. This is the place where discernment settles in. The threat is gone when the child can see clearly, says Archangel Michael. It was never planned to have power. The power was kept secret, but that has been taken away. Now, this person is connected to you in a practical way, not an emotional one. They are there because of circumstances, not because they are close in heart. You don't have to explain yourself to them. You don't have to let them in. They don't have to trust you. Heaven has already set a limit. The fence around your house is sealed. This is now more than just a warning. It's proof. Write this in the comments if you're ready to move forward without fear. I walk in divine protection. When you say it out loud, you step fully into awareness, confidence, and the safety that heaven has already set up for you. The spiritual line has been made stronger. It can't be crossed based on what Archangel Michael says. The person will no longer think about your home from now on. The urge will get weaker. The stress will go away. The plan will fall apart completely. Heaven has fully stepped in. What was meant to bother you has instead made you more aware. What was meant to put you off has sped up your defense. Take this peace with you, my beloved. Do not be afraid as you watch. Do not think in terms of anxiety, just stay grounded and aware. Heaven doesn't show danger without getting rid of it first. You're safe. Your house is safe. The future is safe for you. Remember this truth before we end. You are not being watched by yourself. Heaven always keeps an eye on you. There are angels all around your home. At your door is Archangel Michael. Nothing that is meant to hurt can get in. What's ahead for you is good things, not problems. Take a deep breath right now. Take a moment to feel calm. Take a moment to feel clear. You are now safely to cross. Heaven has done its job. Before we get to the end of this powerful message, my beloved, let's take a moment to really understand this truth. You didn't just happen to see this message. It wasn't luck, timing, or chance. This was a direct message from Archangel Michael to you, inviting you into a safe space of higher awareness. His hand is outstretched not to scare you but to bring you into alignment. A place where divine abundance is not just a possibility but a promise. This holy rule is easy to understand but can change your whole life. When you listen to God's voice, blessings come to you in groups. They grow and spread to all parts of your life. If you accept this invitation now, you'll get early access to wisdom and direction that most people never get. You walk into a place where spiritual clarity, steady support, and moving forward toward your destiny are already set up. Do not miss this chance, my beloved. Your breakthrough is almost here, and becoming more aware has put you in the right place. Be sure as you step forward, pick the alignment. Stay open to the guidance that keeps coming your way. It is impossible for heaven to call and warn without taking action. If you feel led to stay connected, go in the direction shown. This makes sure you don't miss messages that are meant to encourage, protect, and strengthen you. If you feel called to help keep this work going, you can do so without feeling obligated to. Your faith, your presence, and your attention are already very important. Be calm as you do this. Do not be afraid to move forward. You can feel safe in your home. Your spirit is safe. Your plans for the future are safe. What's in store for you is not loss, but plenty. Not trouble, but satisfaction. Heaven spoke, and now you can rest in peace. Please understand this before you leave this holy moment. My beloved, there is more to supporting this video than just liking it. When you press like, you start the flow of God's blessings on your life, and let heaven know that you are ready to receive what has been given. If you do this simple thing, you will be open to more help, clarity, and divine protection going forward.